Oh no! Cringe! Yeah, yeah!
Oh boy. Oh, brother. Am I streaming? Is everything good? Is everything going?
Lady Edelgard. Ladlegard.
44,444,444.
The dog is in focus. That's what's important. What's that? Hello. Hello. Hi. She is alert.
Give me the butter.
She says, give me the butter.
Hale looking good as always. And Jules too.
Tell us about Tor.
Right now. I'm making piss.
I can't talk. This is chaotic. It's too chaotic. Too chaotic. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Hold on. Less chaotic music. Nope. Nope. No, Jesus Christ. Yeah, Mizar's Lair. How about the final boss of Jet Force Gemini, the greatest video game ever made? How is that? What is up, everybody? I'm pissed and feeling like shit because politics. Well, don't bring that shit here. This ain't no fucking Hassan Piker stream. Wait, what do you mean somebody likes my reel? It's not a reel. I'm live. So I'm streaming on Facebook right now. And let's turn that off. Just for fun, just for funsies, see if it's actually any good. Hi, Yuna. Hello, baby. Since TikTok won't fucking unban me, figured a stream on Meta, Facebook Meta. I say welcome back and love you platonically. Platonically, I need sleepies. I feel that. I had a long tour. Give her a treat. See, I can't say those words. She knows what it means. What's up, Gavin Hill over at Facebook? What's the source of the yeah? That's Rob Swire has a nervous breakdown. If you watch Rob Swire has a nervous breakdown. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta.
Lady Edelgard. Ladlegard.
Snoot. Good girl.
You came back. Did you get the scratchers?
I did get the scratchers, the milk, and the cigarettes. Believe it or not. Just spell out treat. I feel like it's not too long before they know what T-R-E-A-T means. You know, because then they just start associating it with the T sound. Good baby. Good baby. Well, thanks everybody for not abandoning me forever. Are these my alerts? Ringman, thanks so much for the 54. Exilus, thank you so much for the 6 months. Jula, thank you so much for the 16. Amanda, thank you for the 44. Appreciate you guys. What the hell? Oh god. I felt it. I felt the bomb coming. Mountain, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs. Holy shit. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. How many push-ups is that every time we want to reset? I felt the bomb coming. I was like, what is that smell? I smell a sub bomb. I smell a sub. 10. Thank you guys. Thank you, Mountain. I really, really appreciate that. Excuse me. I was honestly thinking about I kind of want to do another subathon at some point. And I was like, that'd probably be good for subs. And if I just do normal streams, I probably won't get many subs. So thank you so much. You've proven me wrong. You've proven me stupid, which is what I want. What do you think of that, Yuna? We haven't done a subathon in over a year. In over a year! When I did the April Jules stream where I went through every single fucking speedrun I know other than Bowser's Fury. A domathon? That's every other stream. This is a domthon. Domathon. All right. Let us see. Let us see. You guys want to see some Zelda? It's been so long. Hasn't it? You guys want to see some fucking medallion stones and trials? Because that's what we've been doing here. How am I feeling today? I'm so fucking tired. Tor really took a lot out of me, but I'm down to get this ball rolling again. Want to see Mario's stupid testicles. I feel that. How did I find out this man was live from Facebook? Because I'm live on Facebook. I went live on Facebook to see if that's like a thing that I should try. So, hello everybody on Facebook for the first time. YouTube, as always, hello. Metal covered the adult trial theme from Zelda. Zelda Ultimate Trial is really, really cool. At some point, I really do want to play it, but I've already seen it. Like I've seen a playthrough, like a speed run of it. So I feel like I'm kind of, I don't know. Gotta get all the, yeah, it's true. All the generations. The Zoomers. No, well, we had the Zoomers on TikTok, but then TikTok banned me because, you know, TikTok doesn't like bad words apparently. And then, yeah, I feel like Facebook and YouTube are kind of in the same generation. Womp womp. And then, I say Facebook, I meant Twitch and YouTube. Twitch and YouTube, pretty much the same thing. And then Facebook is for boomers. Your mom doesn't like bad words. Ayo, that's actually very true. That's kind of fucking true. Alright, let's see if Zelda will turn on. Working on a Spanish translation for Ultimate Trial in case you want to play it. I don't know Spanish. Well, I feel like I'm hearing something. I think I'm going crazy. There's like a delay. Like I'm hearing like if I click. I don't know, it's very strange. It looks like I'm seeing. Yes, Tor made me schizophrenic. I'm seeing two things. No, I gotta keep that one on. Must be in your headphones? Yeah, probably. I must be crazy. Welcome to the Jamly Migo Hee Hee. Headphones are wired, shouldn't be that. Maybe it's inside the wires. Yuna, are you talking to me? Are you speaking to me telepathically with taps? Taps and beeps and boops and Morse code? The colors are completely blown out. They shouldn't be too blown out. OBS messing things up again. Yeah, sorry yesterday for the notification for a stream, by the way. I set up a hotkey to do this. Oh, it didn't fucking work. I had it do this, which is supposed to set it to starting soon. And then I had it so that every time I start a stream, it'll go to that. So I stopped streaming while it says stream ending, and everyone's like, what the fuck? And then I set that hotkey, and it just started a stream. I was like, no, it's literally not what I fucking told you to do. So I apologize. OBS fucking sucks. Jabatification. Story of my life. All right. So I'm going to do my best. Obviously, I'm a little bit out of practice. I wanted to stream while I was on tour, but it was not possible. I always like think like, oh my god, what am I going to do while I'm on tour? Like maybe I'll be able to stream or something. And then I like set it all up. I had everything I needed.
Look at this
New subscribed family Jules Gemily member on twitch.tv.
Thank you so much, Jim. And Max the Bacon Eater.
Brother, this guy's...
Subscribe to Family Jules on twitch.tv.
Yay! That's the new one.
Father has returned to us, Jules Wiggly.
Jules Wiggly. That's a good alert. I'm proud of that one. I want more alerts like that. I feel like those alerts are very on brand for the stream. All right. Fuck. Let's just jump into it. Let's just jump into it. Wait, drawing glide. Thank you, Mountain. Mountain, thank you so much. This run back from the cigarettes and milk or whatever is dedicated to you, Mountain. Thank you so much for the 10 gifted subs and the cock. 3, 2, 1, cock. What's up, Cascrew? Oh, brother. Imagine not getting the search engine correct on the first stream back. I already feel like I'm just like, oh, well, back in the saddle. Oh, fuck. Yep. Yeah, man. I'll probably be a little rusty, but that's okay. A little rustiness never stopped. Yeah, the old ball and chain. My wife, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. That's gonna hit me. Oh, I was so slow that it wouldn't have. I have the power of God and anime on my side. Thank you so much, Macintosh
That's
PC.
almost a whole year.
It is almost a whole year. Thank you so much for the 12 months. What's up, Yellow Letters? Yo, we gotta lube up the skills. We gotta, what do you call it? Fucking get all the rust out. It is crazy, though, how, like, I could go, like, I think with, like, almost all of these speedruns, for how many times we've repeated them and done them over and over and over again, I could just start the game up and, like, muscle memory just completely takes over. I think Ocarina of Time is probably going to be one of the strongest ones. Just because I don't know if I've spent as much time on a run as much as Ocarina of Time. Oh. I just saw... Why did it... There was also no Suavemente. Strange. I mean, I guess the sounds aren't working. Hello, Paradox. Oops. I wonder if I'm hearing... Like, I almost feel like I'm hearing another microphone. You know? Somewhere else in the room. It's coming from inside the house. Since I brought, like, all of my fucking streaming shit, it, like, I had to, like, reset everything up. That was a fucking amazing, bro insertion. Let me look at the... Can I edit the layout while it's going? Yeah. Sound effects. Is that still... Maybe live split isn't on the right mixer? I inserted straight in a bro, just like old times. Yeah, I don't see live split as a sound thing on my mixer, which is concerning. Oh well. If we ever get a gold, I will have to a cappella run Altino. hearing like tapping. Definitely going crazy. Okay. I just changed it. Maybe it'll work now. Okay. Should be good. Should be great. Habba-dabba-doo. So, what have you guys been getting yourselves stuck into? How many controllers have you gone through? Also, how do you deal with thumb burn? I don't really... I feel like with good, like, I guess, controller technique, I never deal with thumb burn with speedrun games. Your mom and your dad. The two sexes. Thank you. You're stuck in a Diablo romp? Which one? Which Diablo? I'm mad that I almost finished Path of Exile 2 and then I never actually did. That's alright. I'm on Death Stranding 2 now. Tied for 26th in DS speedruns. Damn, that's fucking good. Congrats. Grinding One Piece. Turn 26. Happy birthday. Diablo 4. Gotcha. So your first run of Baldur's Gate 3. Such a good game. Dad still got it, baby. Dad's still Wesson. Turn 29 in a month. Yeah. I cannot tell you guys how fucking geriatric I feel now that I'm 34. You're almost... I know. I'm almost 30 years old. It's fucking crazy. You have a thing for DILFs? Fuck yeah. Too bad I'm not a DILF. I'm a G-DILF. A GDILF. A granddad I would like to fuck. Godot. Godot. That's just a gilf. Oh yeah. Grandpa. I always think of like the death clock, like, you know it, you're a G-MILF. As a grandmother I would like to fuck. A gamer dad. Congratulations, Jula. We're in the age of the ants again in my house, where now I will lose runs to critters crawling over my fucking arms, including Yuna. It'll be fun. I have to make the, yes, the stuff from the Pixar movie. They keep crawling through my window, which is right next to my... Yeah, they get in through so many different fucking places in my house. It's so fucking annoying. I always mix up in my head Ants and Bugs Life, because I feel like those came out at like the same time. I feel like most people talk about Bugs Life, but I don't even know if I saw Bugs Life. I definitely saw Ants, though. They're the same movie. Are they really just the same movie? Hey, not fucking bad. I don't remember the ants plot. The ants plot had it had like they were like trying to mine like a new anthill or whatever. It's a Curious Explorer. Torture.
Jules rad, Jules bro, Jules cock. Hope everything's well for you, Jules.
Jules rad, Jules bro, Jules cock. Thank you, we win. Appreciate it. Torture. So yeah, like, and they were like the main bad guy knew that if they kept mining that way, that the water would come and like, what do you call it? Just flood them all out and kill everybody. So Compapato. Circus bugs. Now ants was like a lot more fucking grittier, I think. Ants was definitely very ugly looking. The giant termites is the enemy. I just remember that's the one they had the giant kid with the magnifying glass killing them all, right? Wait, oh, I see that. Yeah, the splits blue bar is all fucked up. It's because I dragged it to another side. That'll probably fix it. Good. I think the big green caterpillar, that was Bug's Life. Ants was the first movie animated in that style ever made. I don't think so. Hello, Dr. Shred. Familiarize my jewels. My jewels are unfamiliar. Whose fucking jewels are these? Hello, Dr. Shred. How are you feeling after our amazing tour? The very, very, very lucrative tour where we went to 8 different places all over the country and played for 7 total people. Tour sucked, I quit. Yeah, me too. My favorite part of our tour, everybody, is our singer was in the bathroom at a fucking Wawa or some shit, and was shitting very, very loudly, and there was like a fucking, there was like a 7-year-old who like walked in, and then Adam just screams, "I need to stop boofing Slim Jims," and then just continue to shit very, very loudly. I remember Sammy came to one of the shows and was freaked out at the fact that she just felt like she was hanging out with 5 of me. I was like, yeah, that tracks. Come on, Link. Get up the fucking wall. Please? Do me a solid, brother. There you go. Boofing Slim Jims. And that kid will never, ever, ever forget that moment. He definitely went to the car and said, "Dad, what does it mean to boof a Slim Jim?" Somebody in the bathroom is boofing Slim Jims. That kid's life was literally shifted to a new timeline. It's true. Dr. Shred and I were in that fucking bathroom at this when this was happening. And we watched this kid enter an entirely new dimension. Where he moved on from being the one to cure cancer to being the one who also cures cancer, but also boofs Slim Jims while he does it. Every kid has a canon event in the bath. True. He cured cancer, but for some reason he had 17 Slim Jims in his ass. Boofing Slim... Yeah, he discovered that the cure to cancer is boofing Slim Jims. Mechanically separated chicken is the ingredient required to cure cancer. The chickens need to be separated mechanically. I don't know if that's still a thing, but I remember when I was very young, I always thought it was funny for some reason, like in the way that you find like literally everything funny, that one of the major ingredients of Slim Jim was mechanically separated chicken. Hello to Senta. Thank you so much for the raid. Yeah, you don't want to separate your chicken by hand. Lotus came out to see me on tour. She was one of the 7 people. Honestly, Lotus came to probably the most populated show. Actually, I don't know. Dr. Shred, which show do you think had the most people at it? Because I think it was one of the Magnificent 7. Poggers.
Oh, so that's why my dad was taking so long to get back. Getting the Zelda Milk takes ages.
So does boofing Slim Jims. Either Chapel of Bones or the Nook, probably. Yeah. The Nook was Agawam, Massachusetts. Which is crazy, because that was a last-minute change. Hey, what's up, Danny? Good luck on tour. I'm back from tour now, but thank you. Chapel of Bones was Raleigh? Raleigh. Have you ever tried to milk a low poly? Yeah. They were both about 40. Almost 8. So 7. Figure out where your shows were, but it was clearly too stupid. I want to go to at least one of them. Was it that difficult? I'm gonna create some enemies here. I didn't like the coffee that I drank from Chapel of Bones, but maybe I got a bad one. You can get Zelda Milk on day 1 if you bomb hover over the rock. Your dad just has a skill issue. Is it a skill issue if you don't know a speedrun strat? I mean, technically, maybe. It was cramped and hot, but worth it. I'm glad you thought so. It's like, if somebody takes more than 20 minutes to beat Super Mario 64, is that a skill issue? Kind of was it the lattes were kinda, but I enjoyed the... Okay, I think I had a latte. Because I had a sip of Zach's. So if the cold brew was good, I should have gotten that. But we're going to play there again, because that show was fucking sick. Get good. Your dad gets to eat his meme raw, no sauce. Tasty. It's a skill issue if it takes more than an hour. True. See you live and can cross it off my bucket list. You're in Europe, right? I'll go to Europe at some point. I've never been. I'd like to go. I've only been on continental United States. Come to Europe. It's hard because like I need like a convention or something that is willing to like fucking help me pay for it, which usually that's a little bit easier for yeah. He also didn't get a latte technically because they only had cold brew in the afternoon. He got a weird cold brew espresso. Okay, yeah, it definitely tasted weird, but I also fucking hate coffee with milk. 5, 6. 1 second. I have to end it all rather than talk to a woman. There we go. I would love to go to South America too. Specifically, I have a good friend in Buenos Aires that I would like to do. They only do fresh hot coffee and AM. Gotcha. And we're reasonably close. I have some friends in Germany. The Netherlands? Question mark. France. Me win a woman. Which niche European country do you want to visit, and why is it Luxembourg? Finland. That's not really niche, though. I feel like if you're going to go to Finland, I think most people go to, like, Sweden or Norway. Yeah, I'll visit Arthur. We'll rip up a half pipe together. Ireland. I don't know if I have any friends who, like, actively live in Ireland right now. Make my trip so much shorter. Yeah, I don't know anybody who lives in Finland, but there was a meme in middle school for me that involved Finland because one of our teachers lived in Finland, and he was a very proud Finnish person, and he would always be like, "This was invented in Finland, and this was invented in Finland. Do you know where this was invented? Finland. Do you know where this was invented? Finland." And then so suddenly everything started being invented in Finland. We'd be like, "Hey, did you know where hot dogs were invented? Finland!" And so we just screamed Finland all the time. Sounds like a Finn, yeah. So we just started screaming that everything was made in Finland. So I think that's why I want to go to Finland. Yeah, where was butt sex invented? Finland! What was the line from Ricky Bobby where Sacha Baron Cohen was just, or like, Will Ferrell was like, what has ever been invented in France or whatever? And he was just like, something fellatio and existentialism. And like, they're like, yep, 3 good things, 3 very good things. Finland invented boofing saloon. No, I think that was invented in America. Oh, one of my... I also really loved going to Buc-ee's. I know it's called Buc-ee's, but we refuse to call it anything but Buc-ee's. Yes. Buc-ee's, baby. Yeah. We did a tier list of all of the places that we stopped. And Buc-ee's was S tier. Boofing at Buc-ee's. Did you get the Buc-ee balls? No, I did buy a Buc-ee towel though for my Buc-ee on stage. In the movies, he invented the the fellatio. It was like they invented the fellatio. Unless he said blowjobs and fellatio. Seriously, somewhere that Finland doesn't really exist, and there's a Japanese fishing con. That's sick. Buc-ee's is the most... Dude, Buc-ee's or Buc-ee's, it was like a department store truck stop. It was wild. The tour was East Coast, so we did Massachusetts, Connecticut, New York City. Or no, we did Brooklyn. I don't know if that counts as New York City. I guess maybe. And then we went to Nashville, Raleigh, Richmond, Asheville, and Baltimore. You just have a guy in a Buc-ee No, there was no Buc-ee costumes. We got the beef. We got some Buc-ee beef. I got different flavors of Buc-ee roast beef. I was busy. I couldn't see you in Raleigh. It's all right. Steven George came out with Mal, and that was nice. It was good to see them. They let me or they had me go to the Pit, I believe it is, in Raleigh. Which city had the wildest crowd? I would say Asheville. We played a place called Cafe 27. The crowd was pretty much moshing like the entire time. What's up, Harry Brown? Looks up Bussies. Oh, it's a 7-Eleven inside it. Yes, it's huge. This is the milking tutorial. Asheville with Mad Dog. Yeah, there's a guy, the guy who, I don't know, he was like the manager or whatever, had this guy named Mad Dog who was covered in studs and like he had like a vest on and like a fucking turned upside down hat, and he just carried around a fucking like pipe with him. And he was just like, let's all have a good time, otherwise I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. And we're like, yeah! And then, yeah, so Mad Dog was cool. And we played with a band called Black Diamond Empress, and they were fucking awesome. They all have lanterns. Like the guitarist has a lantern hanging from his fucking guitar. Yeah, we literally played in a garage. Like that was a garage show, and I would absolutely play there again because it was awesome. Yeah, it is a killer band name. They were a lot of fun. And then we played Richmond after that, which Richmond we played with like the absolute fucking best band. Like every single band on that bill was fucking like incredible. We played with a power metal band called Invictus, and like 6 out of 7 of the members were LGBT. And they were all fucking incredible. And like it was a big part of their show. Like they did half of their merch sales went to like a local like queer support for, you know, like young adults and stuff. And they were incredible. And then there's a band called Schumann that played after them. They were called Invictus. And then Schumann was there. I think they were a 3-piece, and it sounded like if you had like fucking like progressive, like I'd say almost like leprous, but like if the singer was Davey Havoc from AFI, and it worked really fucking well. We should do lanterns. They'll be in Pisa. I know. In Asheville, I literally in the middle of our song called "The God of Tits and Wine," I walked over to the bar, and I opened a tab and got a beer, like mid-song. In retrospect, I can't believe she made me pay for it, but it's fine. This is your first stream since 2012? Yeah, you missed like 2 or 3 streams. This is Medallion, Stones, and Trials, so we're trying to beat the game after getting every medallion, every stone, and doing every one of the trials. Schumann equals Phil Collins writes for Dream Theater. Yeah. I guess. Yeah, no. I for me, like, I was trying so hard to place the singer, and I was just like, it's somewhere between, like, Coheed and what was the other one? I can't remember. And then I realized I think he sounds more like Davey Havoc from AFI. They were awesome. That was cool because like we played with a lot of bands, but not every show. Like every show had good bands, but they weren't like really like our style. Like they did. I feel like they didn't always like. The trials are in Ganon's Castle at the end of the game. The command doesn't work, unfortunately, on YouTube because I haven't gotten around to putting it there. But yeah, Medallion, Stones, and Trials. And then the Trials are Ganon's Trials. Perennial Quest was fucking awesome. Insanely fast. Key sanity, entrance randomizer, one hit KO with ice traps. I would do it. I would actually do that. 2 out of 3 of the bands and masks were good. That's interesting because there was 4. Wait, actually, was there? Was there a dropout band? I'm trying to remember because that was the first fucking show. How is this different from playing the game normally? So any percent for this game is absolutely broken. They figured out how to essentially just code in the game in Courtroom Forest. It's called arbitrary code execution. You pretty much just write in the game, tell it, I'm done. And then the game's like, okay. And you go from Courtroom Forest to the credits. And while it's very impressive, it's not a very fun run to watch. So we're doing this one instead. You got banned because you're an annoying 10-year-old. And I think people were complaining. Good times, now I'm 23. Nice. Are you an annoying 23-year-old? I don't say that because I assume. I say that because I was an annoying 23-year-old. Yeah, just in time for the damn pussy. Murder Sword. RTT was Resist the Temptation. And we played with them in Massachusetts and Connecticut. I'm an annoying 40-year-old. I feel it. How many minutes does that take? What? This run? It's literally a normal run through the game. No oh, we're doing glitches for sure. You're about to see some of the craziest ones because up to this point it's pretty basic. But the idea is like I want to do glitches, but I don't want to beat the game fucking without getting the intended things. It's like intended any percent. We're getting everything that we need to finish the game and get everything that the game wants you to get, but then we're still speedrunning the fuck out of it. Yeah, I also get more annoying with age. Whew, that was close. Every year my annoying stat increase. Yeah, I'm a multi-class. I multi-class in being fucking annoying. MSC is not all dungeons because we don't do Ice Cavern. We don't really do all the dungeons because we don't fight all the bosses. Is this what you expected today? A man who can face you in any battlefield. I was so honored. Oh, god damn it. Come on. There it is. I saw the title and I had to. I know. I feel like because of that video, I just have Zelda Milk on the mind. Always. Zelda Milk was a video that I did with Lyle. If you guys haven't seen it, please. Well, I didn't really do it with... Like, Lyle did it, and then I was just in the credits. I want to take as much credit as I can because it's fucking genius. But Lyle asked if he could use one of my Zelda covers. You did what to Zelda? I milked her, damn it! Alright. So that was early Shadow Temple. We jump on the side and then we enter Shadow Temple from an angle so that the door doesn't actually spawn. We don't have to do the Dense Fire shit. Ice Cavern, that's what I call my girlfriend. Hashtag dead bedroom. Damn. Got that fucking Ice Queen. I remember seeing, there was a, God, what the fuck was the comic? You fucking degens probably know. It was like a comic that was like kind of like sexual and shit, but it was like not, it wasn't supposed to be a hentai. It was supposed to be a comedy, just that had like no whatever. But there was one part, oh yeah, by the way, this is my husband. This is Dead Hand. Damn. Oh, so close. Almost had like the fastest husband fight of all time. There's a scene where like this man was like, I finally gotten to the end of the dungeon and I am now going to make love to the princess at the like or whatever, and it's like it was like this ice princess and she was just like, and he's like, I'm now gonna go down on you, and then he gets his tongue stuck because she's made of ice. She's like, your tongue is stuck, isn't it? She's like, Alright, good. That's how I want to go out, me too. The classic death by snoo snoo. There's... Why am I hearing... There is another mic, and I'm hearing it, like, doubled. That's really weird. This whole time I've just been hearing, like, the fan go. Did you guys hear that when I was, like, tapping? I'm trying to think of, like, what that could be. Like, where is there a microphone over there? So confused. Maybe it's my webcam mic? I don't think my webcam's plugged in. And if that were the case, I would have had to put it on, like, doubling it. You can't hear the echo? Okay, so it's just me. So whatever mic I have, it's only being doubled on, like, it's not being doubled in OBS. Do you have a Prince Albert in your throat? Yes. All right, there we go. I'll run it. I know we failed it once, but I'll keep it going. And at the very worst, we'll fucking go to average. It's almost like there's a mic on my my interface. Very strange.
Oh, brother, this guy's...
Subscribe to Family Jewels on twitch.tv.
Basker, thanks so much for the 6 months. Love that alert. Time for your bugs. Oh, I also have... I'm not in critical right now, so what was that? It was... 1/ and... Let go during roll? It's either... It's either let go during the roll or let go when I fall. No, I think it's let go during the roll. So it's this, and then I just hold forward. Let go. That looks good. I think that was it. Nice. Okay, cutscene skipped. 2 minutes red coming out of Shadow is fucking terrible, but it's fine. We're still on a 2:17 pace, and there's 3 minutes of time save in Forest Temple. I'm drunk, I'm high, bro did not just play fucking Megalovania in the middle of a speedrun. I don't know what you're talking about. Megalovania? Like Sans Undertale? Yeah, It's very important speedrun tech, okay? It's just, yeah, that's the way that you do that cutscene skip. You play Megalovania right there, and then it just works. Yep, some tricks require the lick, other ones require All-Star. But I don't know those ones. Sans Delta Rune. Progressive Victory FL. Is that an archipelago check? You're unlocking your progressive victory. I saw a shop called Sans Vape Shop. Oh fuck. And you didn't go in and buy all of them? You play Melee, so yes, I'm still annoying. That's not that annoying. At least you don't play Brawl. I don't know anything about Smash. I just figured that if I said that, it would piss somebody off. I played Brawl, but fair. You didn't want to get one hit KO'd. That's fair. All right, if you guys are new to the stream, this is my favorite trick in the room. This is called the Twink Rocket. Whee! We have Twink Off. It's actually called Doom Jump, but I have usurped it. Yeah, Elon's got to get some Twink Rockets because those SpaceX ones are really not fucking not working out. No, Link. Get your twink ass off. And I hope Nintendo bans me. At this point, I'm just surprised they haven't already. I just want them to just get it over with. I've spent literally the last 15 years infringing upon their copyright. Yet, everybody else gets fucking cease and desist but me. Make it make sense. Will Link ever have twink death? Yeah. Is that like ego death? But for twinks? Yeah, Elon has been real quiet. You're too hot to cease. Oh. A ghoul. What's up with the map? I don't know what you're talking about. The last map that looked like a giant eldritch horsecock? I don't know what you're talking about. Or this map that looks like an eldritch horse vagina. A ghoul. A ghost. Hitachi map. I do like calling it a Hitachi, but I also really like calling it an eldritch horsecock. Which is my GDQ trip. When does GDQ start? Is that tomorrow? No, it's gotta be after 4th of July, right? They can't be playing games fast on the Day of America. Yes, a cadaver. A skeleton. Would you ever do a VGM mashup stream again? Oh my god, those always take so much out of me. Yeah, I remember like we did that for. So you were probably at that first one where I did like a fucking like 10-minute one, where I just had people in chat just call out video game songs and I just put them in the medley, right? Or no, it wasn't. It was a 10-hour stream. I was so exhausted. You know what could be fun is if I make it like donation based or whatever, like you donate to put a song in the medley. Dude, Votai, that was so long ago, but I remember that. That was it started with didn't that start with fucking bam 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 bam? I cannot believe I remember that. Fucking Dark World. Yeah, for me, in the computer literally all day. Damn. Relatable. Yeah, American speedrun strat was dump glitch. I might have been able to do it, but I pussed out. Not yet! Oh, fuck. Now everything's fucked. Remember when I was like, we should never see another premature Ronaldinho again, and then we literally did. All right, everybody. It's your favorite time of the stream. This is the part of the stream where we name that fish. So let's get naming. Buc-ee beef. His name is Robert Paulson. I'm surprised we haven't had that one yet. Gumby. All right, we got 2 votes for Buc-ee beef. Derek. Boofing Slim Jims. Slim Jim Boofer. Oh. Is it Gumby? Gumby would be a great fish name. That is true. Eldritch Horsecock. The Boofing Jim. If we can consolidate Boofing Slim Jim, I will put it up to a vote. Otherwise, it's gonna be Buc-ee beef. Buc-ee beef the fish. I like Boofing Jim. Jim Boofius. Jim boofs a lot. Slim Jim boofs a lot. Elden Ring. What? I don't know why that made me laugh. Boofing Slim Jims, also known as Elden Ringing. Ringing Eldens. Elden Rim. Mary Jane. John Ocarina is a great one. But unfortunately, that's the name of the main character. John Zelda. Inglorious Bastard. Not bad. I mean, it's horrible, but it's not bad. John Zelda, the main character of Zelda. I think the fish's name is going to be Buc-ee Beef. What up, Tours and Tourette's? That's a thing. Tourette's. Inglorious Bastard. Well, what's funny is I just realized that Tourette's is spelled like that. It's the female version of a Tor. Are you a female Tor? Yeah. There's no S. Wait, really? It's not Tourette's? I think it's Tourette syndrome. Like, the person who came up with it was Tourette. No? Maybe you're just confidently incorrect, Pinky Power. Like Bowsette's. Oh, yeah. Tourette's, so apostrophe. Yeah, it's apostrophe S. Tourette and Link. Alright, hardest trick in the run. There it is. Easy. Tourette apostrophe S. Yeah, the full name of the condition is Tourette apostrophe S. All one word. It's not like Lou Gehrig's disease or shingles. It's named after a guy who discovered it. Yeah, so it's like Tourette's, like apostrophe S syndrome. Could you imagine discovering Lou Gehrig's disease and then having your disease named after somebody who got it, not the person who fucking... What's up, Gargoyle? Just, ooh, I'm a baseball player. That was Lou Gehrig, right? Hopefully he's decided to stop making money off of making fun of people like me. Who? Tourette? Mr. Tourette? Or Mr. Gehrig? At least one's named for people. Yeah. The name of this fucking fish is Buc-ee beef. I got a hole in my lung not so long ago, and my doctor made a paper. Maybe I'll get to call it a disease. Yeah. Honestly, I should do this because that split's fucked too. Was your tour epic as hell, or did it have Tourette's? Both was correct. Tourette's guy, a shitty YouTube. Oh, right. Yeah, fuck Tourette's guy. I mean, I would say it's worse now because there's so many people like pretending to have Tourette's on like TikTok and they're making money off of it. Probably more than Tourette's guy got. The amount of constant vocal stimming from all of us was insane. That is true. Tour was 10 total days of 8 fully grown men vocal stimming. Well, fully grown men with questionable autism, maybe. Who actually knows? Boosie. All right, Buc-ee beef. Sincerely, that guy grew. You hope that he grew up? I mean, it seemed like he was a fully grown man. I don't think the problem was that he was immature. I think the problem was that he was making a lot of views off of people not knowing what Tourette's actually is. Oh, Buc-ee beef! Yeah, I like the name of this one because I'm going to be screaming Buc-ee beef this whole run. Oh, there we go. Yup, classic. Coprolalia. I've actually never heard of that. Is that like, is that the Tourette's that Tourette's guy was like emulating? Yeah, bro died. Sorry, it gives me time to open up my drink. Sweet. Oh yeah. Sweet Nita, person with actual Tourette's, unfortunately made it look cool to be a content creator with it. People looked at her disability as a shortcut. I don't think it's just because of her. Highly doubt. Well, because like you, Coprolalia. Yeah, the guy who would always be like, Bob Saget. Gotcha. Yeah. One of my favorite vocal stems comes from it was when Dr. Phil had the girl with Tourette's on, and she was like, you're done, you're bald. She would like call people bald and say they were done, and it became one of my favorite things ever to say. Sweet Neat is so fucking good, so fucking cool. But like, yeah, I love that shit because, you know, it's just fucking hits, you know. Yeah, right. It's like I feel like because of like the misconceptions of Tourette's, like people have been like, oh, they just swear, they just go fuck. And it's like, no. I mean, a lot of them do swear, but it's intentionally. But I am bald. Yes. But you're not done, Rex. I would never say you're done, you're bald. I would just maybe say you're bald. But you've got so much more to go. Perceptions of autism. I mean, well, a lot of the problems with the perceptions of autism is the diagnostic criteria is just so fucking vague. Why are you bald? Why are you gay? I feel like we were on the right track with DSM-4, and then DSM-5 kind of veered off, which I get it. It now encapsulates a lot more people who otherwise would not have been diagnosed with autism. However, it's now too vague, and pretty much I feel like anybody could be fucking diagnosed with autism at this point. Why are you running? Well, my thing is like, I mean, have you guys seen all the fucking shit where people are using the filters that make it look like they have Down syndrome, but they're doing like fucking TikTok twerk dances and being all sexy, and they're like, would you still fucking break my back even though I have Down syndrome, and just shit like that? You guys have seen that shit, right? Born bald, always bald. Bald and beautiful, baby. Yeah, it's so fucked up, but it's like insanely popular. TikTok's a plague. Get ready for the kiss! Smooch! Oh, Jesus Christ. Never mind. That was brain surgery. Pucker up. Nope, that's not gonna work. Smooch to the frontal lobe. It's not a lobotomy. We're just kissing the prefrontal cortex. That will not work at all. Actually, maybe? No. Okay. I haven't had trouble with this trick in a while. The ice pick kiss. Technically, everyone is a little bit autistic. Right, but like, how do we differentiate the people that need assistance on paper, you know? In a way that insurances and shit will be able to like be like, yes, you know, because like when we had like Asperger's syndrome, it's like, okay, well, that's like high functioning autism, like they, you know, they still have, I don't know, but now it's just autism spectrum disorder. Like, I'm glad that it's confusing. I just wish we were able to. It's just autism is so not what's the word? It's so undefinable, and like every person with autism is, you know, very unique in their struggles and not struggles, you know. I see it, Jula. Not everyone is a little autistic. I mean, you with the current diagnostic criteria of autism, everybody could have autistic tendencies. You know. Nice. First try. Oh my, oh my pussy. All right, we're good. It's literally in his is extremely poorly understood. Yeah, well, I feel like it's one of the like the newest fucking sciences, psychology. Think about like Sigmund Freud was literally 20th century. I think that always puts in this perspective for me. I have Asperger's. Technically, you don't because it doesn't exist anymore, and you can thank, I don't know, whatever the fucking authors of the DSM for that. If you were to fucking be diagnosed today, it would just be ASD. I think a lot of people need financial help. It's impossible to live right now because the economy is so fucked. Some people that are stupid and burn to their family. Yeah, like hysteria and everything. What does DSM stand for? Wait, what am I doing? Fuck. The Diagnostic Statistical Manual? Yeah, Diagnostics and Statistical Manual. Yeah, hysteria. What about hysteria? Well, hysteria is herteria. More confusing thing is misunderstanding autism. Yeah. Or thinking autism is like a fucking thing that needs to be cured. Terraria. In the past, hysteria was something that only happened to women. Alright, Wee. Doesn't need to cure, it just needs people to have patience. Yeah. And for people to understand and have a place in society for people with different brains. Imagine that. Did you know there's more than one brain? Then why does our society revolve around the fact that there is only one fucking brain? Ugh. Don't worry, guys. We're still sub 220 pace, even though we're 3 minutes red. You mean everyone is not just me? You mean to tell me that everyone who doesn't have the same brain that I do is lazy? Good news for the... Yeah. Good news for the zombies. There's so many different flavors of brain. Bad news for people trying to create education systems and healthcare systems. Ooh, I think that's okay. Nice. Does your old room still have 20,000 posters in it? I took it down. I did have the pleasure of taking every single one of those posters down. It felt like a transition. It was good. One cycle vol vagina. Yeah, zombies throwing out certain ones because they're just picky. They're like, ew, gross. Megalovania? What are you talking about? Never a bad dragon, a cute dragon with nice hair. It's either a bad dragon or not a bad dragon around these parts.
It's time to kick gum and chew ass.
Aaron, thank you so much for the super chat. Holy shit. This wrong warp is for you. Bam. You seem to have stepped in lava. Yeah, and then we stepped into the forest temple. Mr. Streamer? It seems that perhaps you didn't know that lava hurts you. I'll read that, by the way. Flavors of brain is crazy, but yeah, it also doesn't help that a lot of mental health resources aren't solidified enough to be truly reliable. I mean, the best we have is the DSM. Also, Aaron Levesque, thank you so much for the $10 over on YouTube. The issue is the DSM is used as like the Bible for mental health, and the DSM is not made for actual use of like diagnosing humans, I don't think. Like, I think the main reason that it exists is for tests. Like when you start doing tests and measuring things with people with disorders. Oh, 1 second. I do gotta focus on this part. He nut when he died. He nutted. He nutted when he died. Everyone point and laugh. He nutted. He likes it. Everyone king shame his death fetish. Bro, that's so embarrassing. He nutted in his pants when he died. I guess he died before this because he was literally a skeleton. All right, 1 second. Nope, that's not gonna work. Let's try it again. I'm gonna save. Nice. Oh no, was that full? Oh, fuck me. Must not have had a good angle on it. That looks right to me. Let's see. Yep, okay, we're good. Second frame.
What happened?
Zelda Nut Milk?
Come on. There it is. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Thank you, Captain Cringe. Zelda Nut Milk. Love that for me. Okay. Damn, he just stood there. What a bitch. Oh. I don't think I have jump slash stored. There we go. Okay. Whew. It's gonna be a fat time save, my friends. That's where all that time save is. Let's go. Saved like 2 minutes there. Time save is stored in the balls.
I ate my own ass for charity!
Wait, I need bombs there.
Sup.
Thank you, Private Butter for Christ, for the 23 months. What's up? I don't know why that's a stop. Oh, baby, you guys know what time it is? Oh god, it's so fucking loud! Uh-oh!
Hola, me has atrapado. En
Why is it
medio,
so fucking loud?
suavemente. Te traigo mi suave. Regresé de entre los muertos con música de YouTube que cumple con los derechos de autor. Disfruta de la gloriosa suavidad conmigo bajo mi gobierno.
I can't change the volume.
Mi corazón.
We just have to deal with it.
Suavemente te das cuenta de que suavemente es para siempre la luna y el sol morirán, pero la suavidad es suave, las estrellas brillarán intensamente, todos sabrán suavemente lo que suave es suavemente de nuevo 1.000.000 de veces suavemente multiplicado por otro 1.000.000. Disfruta de la gloriosa suavidad conmigo bajo mi gobierno, viviremos a 1000 suavemente mi corazón, es tiempo de suavemente te das cuenta de que suavemente es para siempre la luna y el sol morirán, pero la suavidad es suave, las estrellas brillarán intensamente, todos sabrán suavemente lo que suave es suavemente de nuevo 1.000.000 de veces suavemente multiplicado por otro 1.000.000. Te traigo mi suave. Regresé de entre los muertos con música de YouTube que cumple con los derechos de autor. Disfruta de la gloriosa suavidad conmigo bajo mi gobierno, viviremos a 1000 suavemente mi corazón, es tiempo de suavemente te das cuenta de que suavemente es para siempre la luna y el sol morirán, pero la suavidad es suave, las estrellas brillarán intensamente, todos sabrán suavemente lo que suave es suavemente de nuevo 1.000.000 de veces suavemente multiplicado por otro 1.000.000. Te traigo mi suave. Regresé de entre los muertos con música de YouTube que cumple con los derechos de autor.
Doesn't sound louder than normal? Oh, well, fuck. I guess it's just blasting my fucking ears, which I guess that's fine. Could you hear the game in the background, though? Suavemente means gently. Well, the fucking volume wasn't gentle. A bit? Alright, interesting. I couldn't hear the game at all. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. Okay, so then we drop the fish. Then we pick up the fish. Shield roll. Ocarina items. The lick. Pause there. Need the next frame. Come on. There it is. And backflip. Looks good to me. And flash means cutscene skipped. Let's go, baby! Saved another 20 seconds on that one. Hearing you do that live on the guitar. We were doing Dayman for a lot of the sound checks for tour. Dayman, fighter of the night man, champion of the sun, master of karate and friendship for everyone. Fish. Alright, now let's see if I need bums. I love that kid. Wait, oh. Tic tac. Tick tock, man. I can buy bombs from the store. But I usually don't have enough rupees at this point. There's a 20 in one of the pots, but the fastest one that I know of to get at this point in the run is these bushes over here. But there might be a strat that if I'm out of bombs at this point, I can go and get them from the store. But I usually have like fucking 5 rupees there. Alright, let's be in a bitch. The next trick we're doing is restricted items glitch, known as RI, where we are going to fool the game into thinking that I'm in a that I can use Ferori's Wind in the Lost Woods, which you're not supposed to do because it is a dungeon-only item. What this does is it sets my Ferori's Wind point to Lost Woods, which realigns a lot of the coding for wrong warps, which will allow us to do the absolute craziest fucking wrong warp later on in this run. But this trick is really fucking annoying. So hopefully it behaves. First try. We gotta pick up Beefy Bussy again. And then we're out. Void fish. It is very easy to accidentally drop the fish out of bounds, and the fish just is gone forever. It fucking sucks. We've lost a lot of fish. A lot of soldiers. A lot of bussy soldiers that way. Alright, so we're gonna do the water temple now. You hear about Zelda Hero of Law? That sounds like a fucking D's Nuts joke. Hero of Law and this dick. I don't fucking know. La-dee-da-dees. Yeah. Zelda ROM hack that... Oh, it turns into Ace Attorney? Shut the fuck up. How? That is crazy. It only has one case. That's enough. I feel like I don't know if I'd want a full, like, Zelda Ace Attorney game, but... maybe. No, I haven't seen it. That sounds fucking amazing. Reminds me of I really want to do Guilty as Sock. And part of me wants to do it on stream, but I feel like if I do, we're just going to get a bunch of slurs. It seems like one of those games that a lot of people go in there and they just say a bunch of slurs. Oh, 14. Your Honor, my... pretty good fucking bomb RNG. Got one more? Yeah, dude. Holy shit. That's fucking pristine. Okay, so if we get first try boss key skip, or boss door skip, then we don't have to come back. Your Honor, my victim, My client only needed 10 more bombs to complete the trick. Your Honor, my client said, and he'd fucking do it again. Yuck. Have you guys seen Guilty as Sock? It seems like it could be a fairly silly game to stream. I kind of want to play it with Luca. I think that would go crazy. The whole thing is it's just like it seems just like kind of an improv game where there's like people who play. Wow, I lost a lot of time there. Oh, we had to get bombs, and then RI was a little weird. I've heard of it, but I haven't played it. Yeah, it seems just very silly. All right, you guys ready for Water Temple, the hardest dungeon in the whole game? And it's done. We finished it. It's such a hard temple. I'm just a girl. I need hook. And I think. Yeah. Cock, ball, cock, ball, cock, ball, cock, ball. Torture. Thank you, Joey. Appreciate you.
Welcome back, Father.
Welcome back, Father. That's good. Nice. Okay. We don't have to go back for bombs. We can go straight to Jabu. Which is what we did in the PB, so we're not going to save any time doing that, but it's good. Cock, ball. Judas Priest covered War Pigs? Fuck yeah. That's gotta go hard. When is that, did Ozzy do that show yet? The final Ozzy Osbourne show? Black Sabbath or whatever? I know that's coming up. Everybody thinks he's gonna die during this show, which would be crazy. It'd be on brand. Yeah. The fucking legacy. Nice. That would be sick. A bat flies in and bites his fucking head off. Time to walk the evil water blob. The evil gamer girl bathwater blob, yes. If the bat thinks he's a rubber Aussie. How would you know? How could you know what the bat thinks? Well, Spirit Boxer, sure, thank you. I'm a big fan. Doesn't that cover right meow? Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Let me know how it is. My fucking booze. Yeah, it's true. He basically looks rubber at this point. All right, we're on pace for a 223. Still can PB and still can hit our goal. So we're keeping this bitch going. Due to perform on Saturday. All right. Well, if Ozzy dies on stage, you heard it here first. And also fish titties. Hey, yo, doggy. You having a good nap over there? Is there a place to bet on it? Yeah, right here. Drop 10 gift subs as your bet. If you like fish titties, you are correct. If you don't like fish titties, you are lying. So true. Listen, I didn't really understand the whole thing about Sidon, but Princess Ruto? I don't care that it doesn't biologically make any fucking sense. I did not like I know. Titties are the best. You passed your driver's test? Yeah! Butter. Congrats, Evie. Chat, do some wiggles for Evie Breeder. Let me see some fucking...
my driver's test. I'm
Let
a
me see some Jules
fully-fledged
Wigglies.
driver now, laughing face.
Chat, wiggle for this woman. Yeah, now you gotta drive us. Even the parallel parking? What about the perpendicular parking? Wiggle! Even the parallel part. Let's go. Get in, losers. We're going shopping. Evie, can you take us to McDonald's? Did I tell you guys I had McDonald's for like the first time in like 20 years? Like a month ago or so. I had a fish fillet and it was not fucking bad. And a Big Mac. Very good. You? Did you die? No. It's fine. Like, it wasn't like that good, but I can tell how some people get just fucking addicted to it because it's just easy and just kind of gives you that empty calorie feel. Did you get the fries? Yeah. You know it's probably blasphemous. Ever since I was a kid, I always thought Burger King had better fries than McDonald's. No, I'm not vegetarian anymore. I stopped last not 2025 spring, but 2024 spring. I've always felt that McDonald's fries are overrated. Burger King did have better fries. Are they worse now? Because I haven't had. I don't remember what Wendy's fries are like. Interesting. Wendy's is better than Burger King. Yeah. Even when I was vegetarian, I ate Wendy's because they had like the salads that were pretty good. I know McDonald's had the salads too, but fuck that. When I went to McDonald's, oh, you know what I used to get from Wendy's or McDonald's? I would do the fucking French fries and milkshake or Frosty. Ugh, so fucking good. Destroys my... No, everyone hates Burger King now, Dr. Shred. Like, pretty much... it's like universal that Burger King has fallen off harder than any other fast food chain ever has. Popeyes? I haven't had Popeyes yet. How does Burger King stay in business if their food is so fucking bad? And it sounds like universal. Is it just like legacy because Burger King's been around forever? Because it's familiar. That makes sense. It's just a trafficking. I'd fucking believe it. Human trafficking. You wanna know why the burgers suck now? It's because they're people. Honestly, I don't know how Burger King can continuously drop the ball because they got all that free publicity by that the meme of the guy in the fucking airplane wearing the Burger King hat. And now that's just become a thing. Or if you do that, you're definitely going to say the N-word on an airplane. Alright, here we go. How do I do this again? Not a good sign. Fuck. Way too late. I need the next one, I think. Okay, I think that one's the one I want. Fuck me, dude. What about Sofa King? Our prices are Sofa King good. In? Yeah, in. Lost some time there, but it's okay. Key for king on this deck. Dairy Queen. I didn't even know Dairy Queen had burgers. What? I don't think I've ever had a Dairy Queen burger. Dairy Queen makes more than just fucking milkshakes. DQ what? Dairy Queen is what we wish Burger King could still be. God damn. Dairy Queen just gives me diarrhea looking at it. Sonic has really good Smash. Again, when I think about Sonic, I think about the drinks. I think about their fucking blue drinks and shit. Hold on, just chopping the head off a child. Don't mind me. All this talk about dairy is making me want to chop a fucking kid's head off. There's stuff advertising that way? Gotcha. Well, it's also just called Dairy Queen. I don't know. When I think of dairy, I think of, like, milk. Sonic is mid. I don't think I had Sonic growing up, so in California, there's Sonic everywhere, so it's just, like, kind of, what do you call it? It's like a... luxury, what's the word I'm looking for? Beefy bussy, do you know the word I'm trying to look for? It's novelty, thank you. Rexrath, the other beefy bussy. My other favorite bussy who is beefy and bussy. See ya, Cascrew. Sonic's barely made its way into New England. Yeah, when I lived in New England, I never saw it. Never saw Sonic. Not once. I was borrowing that brain cell, thank you. Carrying that one brain cell was really heavy, so I appreciate it. Yeah, pass around the brain cell. It's the Family Jewels stream tradition. Share the load. I feel like that's one of I definitely fucking vocal stim shared the load from Lord of the Rings. That shit was crazy. You don't have any? Well, yeah, that's why we have the one brain cell to share around. I've shared a few I've shared a few loads in my time. I don't mean to brag. Load. Sharing a load with your mom. What the fuck, dude? Come on. Don't do that to my mom. What? Come on, man. That's not cool. Hey! Rudo killed a guy. Not my mom! Doing your mom, doing. Damn it. Shucking a peen. There is 8 minutes of time save at the end of this run, as a reminder. But also as a reminder, this is the absolute hardest part of the run. Mostly, it's... we've always said this is the hardest. This is definitely the most punishing trick in the run. It's difficult because it's kind of a marathon of frame-perfect tricks. But... yeah. Yeah, if you like hard, you've come to the right place. Because life is really hard lately, I'm not gonna lie. Ooh, I like it hard. You've what to the right place? Come! Life is like a box of hard-ons. You never know which one's gonna come. What? Men, when she said she likes it hard, she meant in bed, not her whole fucking lifestyle. Yeah. Hey, girl, you like guys who are good in bed? Not me. I can't get a good night's sleep at all. Haven't had a good night's sleep in decades. Nice. Very clean Baronade fight. Obnoxiously clean. Okay, phase one's good. No, you fucker. Oh, fuck. How do I pull out a bomb? I need to die. I just want to die. Damn it. Phase 2 is where it failed. Dude can't pull out a bomb. Rest in peace. Yeah, please don't give me the suicide number. Suicide prevention. Maybe I feel like lately I've been failing the Rudo turnaround. I'm gonna switch to average. Switching to average segments. Oh my God, we're green! What the fuck? How is that possible? I feel like my Baronade fights got cleaner with the break. Bro said, let's go on a break, and he broke her. True. All right, good. All right. Again! It happened again! God damn, dude. Where's Link? Where did he go? There he is. Head. Oh. Oh, you need someone to suck your dick? Need someone to wash your balls. That's the sound I make when I suck dick, by the way. Gargling nuts, always. Just a bunch of nut garglers. I cannot believe I failed it twice. That time I was trying to be even safer. Yeah, hang on. You have something on your balls. Let me get that. Let's see, brew. It's interesting because that part's never really given me trouble before. So that's new after the tour. That's a post-tour glitch. Mind glitch. Can't believe my mental health and existence as a bi-man both only exist. Yeah, it's true. June is over. Please stop being gay. It is illegal. Oh. Yeah, if the blowjob doesn't sound like a Japanese ramen shop, it's not good, okay? Shit better sound like... Otherwise, I don't want it. Otherwise, get it out of here. Be gone. Donald don't... Yeah. Are you ready for your blowjob? Donald, no. Oh, there it is. Nice. Got lucky. So aroused. Hearing you make Donald Duck sounds, that's what gets you off. That's fair. Me too. Hearing myself make Donald Duck noises gets me off. Squeeze! Whoa, okay. Laugh too hard to actually remain turned on after that. You never make any jokes during the act? You never hear like a car horn in the background and then on the dick go beep beep? What? Oh, yeah, nothing. Is it just me?
Oh no! Cringe!
Hey, welcome back, Jules. Pleasure meeting ya in Asheville. Show was awesome. How go the runs?
The runs are good. Okay, there we go. Oh. Okay, finally can do phase 3. Phase 2 actually worked that time. Maybe it's because I just like looked directly at her or something. 2, 3, 4, 5. Need to be back 1. There. Nope. Well, that was fun. We all had fun, didn't we? I'm going to pee, and then I'm going to practice that really quick, and then maybe a little bit of Iron Mario before we go. How about that? How about that? Would you guys like that? Would you guys like that shit? All right, be right back. You guys talking about pee? You guys talking about pee up in here? Really quick, what somebody was saying that I should check out the Ace Attorney Zelda thing. What is that just like a normal pre-cum milk? Yes. Is that a normal yes, hello doggy. Get up at that dog. Hero of Law. Let me see if it's a normal ROM hack, because if so, I can play it on the EverDrive, which would be sick. Push-ups? We're not resetting. Otherwise I definitely would. I would have to do all those push-ups. Okay. Yeah, it looks just like a ROM patch. Yes, I've played a little bit of Expedition 33. I got distracted by Deltarune and now Death Stranding. Yeah, Luca would absolutely love this. Well, let me make sure. You never know. Okay, I'm gonna. Where's my? I had I need to put it on a card, like the SD card. The suck dick card. What the fuck? Oh, there it is. And then, let's see. Stranded to death, but yeah, dude. I fucking forgot how much. Death Stranding was so fucking good. It was my game of the year. The year fucking Cadence of Hyrule came out. Fucking. And I forgot how fucking cracked that game is for me. Like, it's just that game is just fucking. I love walking in video games, not in real life. I wish I oh wait, hold on. Currently it's 1.02. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I can definitely play this on hardware. So we're gonna do Ocarina of Time, or Hero of Law on real N64 hardware, which will be sick. It's gonna be 1.2. Is that a blue Switch cartridge? What? Oh yeah, yeah. Like a little big yawn. Are you having a big yawn? You know, you've been so good, you can have a treat. There you go. Nom nom nom. It just disappears. Your cute little fucking hardware, more like software. No. No. I am always hard. Let it be known. Alright. Man, it's so fucking hard sometimes getting the ROM off of a N64 cartridge legally. I'm just downloading this right now wirelessly. Isn't that crazy? But it's just so hard. So hard doing this. You know how it is. You know how it be. Nintendo's about to... No, I'm doing it totally normally. This is totally legally. Yuna. It would not be Yuna's first swatting, but it would be mine. Go away, Opera GX. I love downloading. I got Dream Dumper. That sounds like a fucking what do you call it? An ad for like a porn app. Like, man, I used to do that too, but now I found cum swappers .app where you meet other swappers of cum. Man, why is it taking so long to upload the ROM? Basically treats your carts as flash drives with a ROM and a save file. Treats your Oh, so yeah, I could just get the ROM from a game. Dream Dumper sounds like an app for finding people with fat asses. Yeah. Or Blumpkins. Dream Dumper is where you get where you match with people who will give you a Blumpkin. I don't want to be told it's anything else. We'll check out Vim's Lair. I mean, Dream Dumper. A dream schlob jobber. Almost forgot about schlob jobbing. Alright. She gave me a fucking schlob job. God. Is there anybody that likes the fucking groups in Windows? Like when it like default says like this is something used today. Literally fucking don't group. Sort by view. Switch to Linux. Honestly, you're right. Yeah, it is Puppo. It is a Puppo. Are you a Puppo? Yes. Yes, dog. My fucking desk doggy. Oh, I didn't actually grab that. 1 second. Oh, right, because I have to get that thing first and then... I see. Extract my dad's semen. And then, there we go. Okay. Fuck yeah, that was easy. All I had to do was... extract my dad's semen. Alright. Hell yeah. Alright. That should be good. Alright. Oh, I love blowing. You fucking know it. You better be knowing that I love blowing. I just got some new 1-up cart shit, but it's all the way upstairs. I don't want to get it right now. A little bit of corrosion. A little bit of schmegma. A little bit of smegma on my fucking peanut. We can clean it. Clean the cheese. Mmm. Cheese. Yummy smegma. It usually, like, it just doesn't work very well when we've had it going for a while. I'm gonna duplicate that. Get rid of that. No. Some of that. What song is this? I don't fucking know. I can't make the fucking chat any bigger. That's fucking annoying. I guess I could just grab it from this other window. Yes, expand chat dong. Window capture. Call this chat. Name's already in use. Fuck! Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, baby. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that doesn't look good. What the fuck? So that's supposed to be the chat window. Bow, bow. It's perfect. I love chat. Well, that's ass. That's a whole bunch of cheeks. I guess we'll do display capture. And then we'll do this. No, and then this. And can you not do display? Oh, there it is. Automatic. Do not capture cursor. You guys enjoying this? Oh, yeah. Look at it's all of you guys. Say hi, everybody. You guys are on the stream. It's still not like. Go like that, I guess. I just wanted to look nice for you guys, okay? This isn't even for me, man. It's so big. I'll do that. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Fuck it. All right. Can't have any more of that. And then let's see. All right. This feels funny. That's what she said. Wait a minute. Okay. We're doing the fucking Ocarina of Time Hero of Law. It's apparently a fucking Ace Attorney style Ocarina of Time ROM hack, which makes no fucking sense. So we're about to find out how that even works. So this is Hero of Law, and we're doing this on actual N64 hardware using an EverDrive. Here we go. Oh boy. If you're playing with an official, please hold it like this. Okay. Okay. There's your boy. It's the intro, but Ace Attorney'd. He is pogging. Oh. Okay. Interesting. This being newer team. Yeah. All right. Let's check it out. This game autosaves after each scene. Do not turn off your console during... This is so crazy that these are like within the fucking ROMs. It's so quiet. Do you think they forgot? Forget a royal visitation? No one could make such a blunder, princess. Princess. A blunder, princess. Well, I guess I should just go in then. Oh! Oh my god, what the fuck? What the shit? Oh my god, what the fuck? Whoa! Whoa! Well, past the one. All right, March 17, 9:37 a.m. Hyrule Grand Court, defendant lobby number 3. Mario, no. You'd think that after so many years of doing this, I'd be used to the stress. So why am I shaking? I don't know. And also, why am I Solid Snake? Gah. I guess it's a lot worse when it's your friend's life that's on the line. Come on, gotta look professional. She can't see you like this. Speaking of her, though, where is she anyway? Hey, you, over there. Huh? What is it, attorney? The trial isn't starting yet. But it will be soon, right? Would you happen to know why my client isn't here yet? I didn't get to speak much with her when she was arrested, so I was hoping I could at least exchange a word with her now. Wahahaha. Is this just Wario? Wahaha. Well, you weren't the only one with that idea. I believe she is currently in the prosecutor's lobby. He wanted to talk to her as well. What? What is up with this guy? He bars me from the crime scene, blocks my detention center visits, and now this? Not to worry. She will definitely be here before the trial. Great. That'll be a joyous 5 minutes indeed. But there's nothing I can do but wait. Okay, this is ridiculous. How much longer can he keep her? Ah, see, there she is. No need to get all worked up. Is something wrong? Did I hear shouting? So much for looking professional. No. Don't worry. Everything's fine. This is Malin. Ever since we met in Hyrule Castle Town all those years ago, we've been great friends. Her heart's in the right place. I know she cared deeply about her father, Mario. If everything's fine, why do you look so worried? Well, How did the investigation go? Did you find anything? Yes. The investigation found tons of groundbreaking stuff. Particularly that my opponent's a real scumbag. What did the prosecutor want from you, anyway? Well, it was mostly just threats. He just kept explaining in detail what'll happen to me if I'm found guilty. Doesn't sound like a vital discussion that needed to happen right before the trial. He probably just did that so we wouldn't have much time to talk. You believe in me, right? I didn't do it. I'd never. Well, I might be a little suspicious. Never knew Link sounded like Snake. Yeah. No, very funny. Haha, sorry. It was kind of a mistake, and now I'm just leaning into it. For some reason, when I started reading as Link, it was a Solid Snake voice, so now we're just, now that's just the canon. Of course I believe you. Although, I'll be honest, things aren't looking very good right now. Sigh. What's that you've got there? Oh, this is just a pictograph of Father I carry around. I just can't believe he's gone. I wish I knew how to cheer her up right now. Not very good at handling emotional clients. Hey, you know, that pictograph could be really useful for the trial. Oh, how so? Well, you look so happy together. I can present it to show that you two had a great relationship. You really think so? Well, here you go then. Malon's pictograph added to the court record. At least I'll be walking in there with something other than my badge. And this juicy ass. But wait, we shouldn't just be idly chatting. Anyway, there's not much time left. I know it's hard to talk about, but could you tell me what exactly happened? I don't stand much of a chance if I don't know your version of the story. I understand. Unfortunately,
The trial is starting. Defendant attorney, please enter the courtroom at once.
Oh, balls. Shouldn't have said that stuff about having no chance. All right, everything will be fine. The prosecutor has been playing me for a fool since this began, but sooner or later, his arrogance will be his undoing. Let's head inside. And then he throws up. My name is Link. War has changed. I've been a defense attorney for the last 7 years. I've won my fair share of cases and lost some too. But this one is personal. There's so much at stake here. Not only do I have to save Malon's life, I've got to find out who did this to Talon. My name is Link. Solid Link. Talon. He was always so kind. He didn't deserve this. I need to do him justice. I need to do him justice. Can't lose this. Oh, it's Ganondorf. Ganondorf definitely gets a nerdy voice.
Court is now in session for the trial of Malon of Lon Lon Ranch.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
I sincerely doubt that. What were they thinking, pitting me against some pathetic kid?
Pathetic kid? What gives you that?
Still your tongue. You bring shame upon the fine color of your hair, vile woman. Before long, the world shall know the horrible deeds you have committed. Let us not prolong the inevitable, shall we begin?
Now, this court has no place to be exchanging insults. Since the prosecution seems ready as well, let's hear their opening statement.
The opening statement shall also be the closing one. The girl did it! It's obvious! She killed her own father in cold blood! Also, she could have the ranch to herself! Couldn't
Does not match the laugh.
couldn't wait for the old fool to die naturally, could you greedy little rat?
Slowly turning into Jet from Sonic.
Objection. Your Honor, you can't allow this man to verbally...
I feel like I fucked up by having these voices flipped. Oh well.
You can't allow this man to verbally abuse the defendant like this.
Objection. Ha! She committed murder, kid. She deserves every bit of scorn she gets.
I do believe a little less commentary wouldn't go amiss.
Ah! I assure you, old man, you will change your opinion once you see all of the damning evidence.
Who is this guy? How can he speak to the judge like that?
Ganondorf Dragonmeyer. Looks like I've been lucky to avoid meeting this man until now. The stories I've heard about him must be true.
How goes Zelda Ace Attorney? It's very silly. Sorry.
A boorish barbarian of a man, hailing from the Garuda province. Apparently he prides himself on the nearly clean streak he's cultivated for decades. All while disrespecting everyone in the court, including the judge. I've even heard of some attorneys refer to him as the King of Evil. Definitely has that look at the very least.
Dude, they have the Ace Attorney look perfect. This is so good. Hydrate regularly. I don't have water. I'm raw dogging it.
Very well. Please present your case to the court. You don't seem to like me talking, so I'll let the detective present the basics. Bring Impa of the Sheikah Force to the stand.
Well, here we go. The first battle. I know Impa. She's quite a competent detective. Which worries me. Please, let her have made a mistake just this once.
All right, state your name and whatever it is you pretend to do. You never say zoo, Prospector. Any possible change would be for the worse. Now stop wasting time. Name and occupation.
Oh, man.
Very well. I am Impa, head detective of the Sheikah Force, Homicide Division.
Very close to my Ganondorf voice.
True for now, at least. Well, what are you waiting for? Start talking. You're the one assigned to this case, so you know all about it. What calamity has befallen our fair kingdom? Still can't be bothered to give the proper opening statement. I suppose I can do the prospector's job for him this time, for the sake of an unbiased look.
Please go ahead, detective.
The incident happened early yesterday morning on Lon Lon Ranch, a local supplier of goods, located just south of the castle town. The current owner of this...
Whoa, she's got a knife!
The current owner of this homestead, Talon, was found dead in his ranch house.
A tragic loss for our kingdom, for sure. I have seen the man around Castletown a number of times delivering goods.
Quite. The owner was a rather important figure of the local community. In any case, we were alerted to the scene of the murder by the Royal Guard, who were there on official business.
Official business? What kind?
As I understand, the ranch provides the kingdom with vital services. To ensure it is operating as it should, and as a gesture of appreciation, the Crown orders a visitation to the ranch every year.
I see. A scheduled annual visit. Continue, detective.
Bro, all sound like Kermit? How do they all sound like Kermit?
When the Sheikah Force arrived, they found the victim bleeding out onto the floor. Next to him laying his daughter Malin, breathing, but unresponsive.
Ooh, listen to this. It's fucking sick. If input is Kermit, then Kermit is at death's door.
After a thorough investigation, we arrested her, as she is deemed the only possible culprit. That about covers the gist of what happened. Very nice and succinct.
Fuck.
Keep that up, and perhaps you will keep your job.
Ho ho, I don't think the good detective here has to worry much about that, given she is the head of the department. Which reminds me, why is the head of a detective herself on a case like this? Were the other detectives unavailable?
That would be because I have been assigned to this case by order of the King Hyrule himself.
The King of Hyrule himself assigned you? That doesn't happen very often, does it?
You are correct, Your Honor. I am not usually involved in field work like this.
Not enough spit, yeah. Suck it, yeah, it was suck it.
This time, however, the king felt it necessary because of who is involved.
Who is involved? Is the death of a ranch worker really such a concern for the king?
Well, as I said, Lon Lon Ranch is a very important supplier of goods, to be sure. But that's not what I meant. I imagine the king wanted the top investigators on the job, because it was the royal princess herself who discovered the crime scene.
To be honest, doing a Kermit voice feels like you're deep-throating something, yeah.
Order! I will have order! The royal Princess Zelda witnessed the crime.
Heh, and there you have it. This case rides on the princess's own words. To doubt it would be to doubt your own royalty.
This is bad. Can't really object to that. Very well. If the princess is testifying today, it's better we don't make her needlessly wait. Detective, please testify about exactly why the defendant was arrested.
The witness testimony. The reasons for arrest.
It is with regret that I agree with Dragmeyer. All the evidence points towards this girl being the culprit. We determined that the murder definitely took place inside the ranch house. There was only 3 people on the ranch. The victim, the defendant, and the worker who had the alibi for the crime.
Uh-oh.
The defendant was found unconscious, right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out on the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that's what she used to kill the victim. She seems such a bright girl. She's most unfortunate.
More spit. My screen is fucking glazed right now.
Your Honor, I would like to submit these pieces of evidence to the court. First, I have the autopsy report performed by the Crown's top coroner. Here is what he determined to be the murder weapon, which we took off the defendant's hands.
Oh, the saw. Yeah, it's not from spit. It's come
to make sure we had the correct weapon. We conducted a very thorough investigation. Naturally, we searched everyone and thoroughly examined the ranch and its vicinity. Nothing unusual was found, but to be safe, we also checked the ranch's inventory lists to see whether or not anything was missing. The list matches the items we found on the ranch exactly, but nothing but the saw had fresh blood on it.
Blue blue.
That does sound quite compelling. This must have been a truly terrifying scene.
Dying from a wound made by a weapon like this is extremely painful. This only helps to prove the defendant's viciousness.
At this rate, they're gonna pay Malin as some heartless monster.
There is only one more thing I feel I should mention, for the sake of completeness. Shortly after we arrived at the ranch, the courier showed up to take some milk shipments.
I knew it. Milk was going to be involved.
Of course, business must go on. Is this really necessary to enter into evidence, though? The shipments did end up leaving the ranch, so I feel it bears mentioning.
Were the contents checked before you let them go?
Naturally. Who do you take us for? Even though the worker handling the shipments did get quite worked up about it, we cracked all the boxes open to check what was inside. In the end, it did turn out to be only milk bottles. So we let them through.
Very well. Thank you for your toughness, detective. Milk.
So, what happens now? Well, this is where I step in and perform a cross-examination. Ah, great. How does that work? Huh? Could you explain what you're gonna be crossing? Penis. Sure, why not? The witness will repeat her testimony. I'll be able to scroll back and forth through the individual statements by pressing A, B, or with the D-pad and the joystick.
They'll just repeat it as many times as you want?
That's right. I have to consider every little detail. If I want more information about something, I can use L or Z to press the witness and ask the witness a question.
Grill them for info.
Yup, since the witness has to come up with the answer on the spot. If they're lying, prompting for more info can make them slip.
This is crazy, the amount of fucking work that they've put into this to make it an Ace Attorney game.
Most importantly, though, if I find something that doesn't line up with the evidence, I can press R to bring up the court record.
The court record is basically a list of all the evidence, right?
Yeah, I can open it at any time if I need to recheck the facts. After choosing the contradicting item, I'll press C up to raise an objective and present my doubts to the court. Oh, and I can not only present evidence, but profiles as well.
Profiles?
The court record contains a list of all the people involved, too. I can switch between evidence and profiles with R. If I need to renew what's been said recently, I can also press Start to see the history of messages.
I see. That makes sense.
Is the defense done whispering?
Sorry. If he's so upset about it, why doesn't he press C right to skip ahead? The defense is ready to cross-examine the witness.
Bah! A waste of time.
I sincerely hope you're not implying that standard court procedure is a waste of time, Mr. Dragmire. In any case, we're ready, defense. Please begin the cross-examination. No, this is the first run of the day, Mr. Purple. The reasons for arrest. Oh my god, like, look at this fucking art. It's so cool. It is with regret that I agree with Dragmire. All the evidence points towards this girl being the culprit. I don't know about that. Well. Milk shipments.
Hit!
Oh, no, that's not it. I must say, I can't see there's anything clear here.
Bah! The only thing that's clear here is your incompetence.
Oh, fuck. I guess I must be on the wrong track. Fuck. Alright, so we do got hearts. We determined that the murder definitely took place inside of the ranch house. Well, we can't be sure of that. There were only 3 people on the ranch. The victim, the defendant, and the worker who has an alibi for the crime. But is that true? Malin's 27. Let it be known. Oh my god, Gandorf is 59? I wish I could see the... Okay, a childhood photo of Malin with her father. Some orders of milk that left the ranch a little while after the crime. I guess the milk shipments? The defendant was found unconscious right in front of the victim, who was bleeding out onto the floor. Furthermore, she was holding a weapon. Without a doubt, that's what was used to kill the victim. She seems like such a bright girl. It's most unfortunate. No, that's not true. Can I just use her? Look at this woman. Does she look bright to you? Oh, wait, fuck. She sure is. We've known each other for years.
Yet she murdered her father in cold blood. How curious. Perhaps you're just bad judges of character, both of you.
No way. Just give me some time and I'm going to prove it.
I accidentally pressed L. Oh, right, I gotta go through all of it.
Do you see anything wrong yet? Well, usually it's difficult to find anything wrong with the basic facts of the case. That said, I do think I saw one small thing.
Really? That's great.
Sure is, because I've got to poke all the holes I can.
What does it want me to put? So let's, so we can press... Let's press that.
And how can you be so sure of this?
Look at the autopsy report. Deep, irregular wound made with a sharp metal...
Jesus Christ, that's the fucking saw? It's tiny.
The saw was the only sharp implement in the ranch house that could produce such a wound. And as I already mentioned, we also looked closely at all the other sharp things on the ranch. None of them had recent blood on them.
Couldn't have been cleaned?
Still doesn't necessarily mean the saw was the murder weapon. Maybe the real culprit hit the real one.
Whoa! Oh yeah, prove it then. Show us the real murder weapon.
Well, I definitely don't have any way to do that. So something bothers me about that saw.
So you have nothing? What a waste of time.
She seems like such a bright girl. She's most unfortunate. Well, hold on. Maybe court record. Deep irregular wound made with a sharp metal object. Victim died of loss of blood at 8 a.m. Supposed murder weapon found in Malon's hands clean of blood. Wait, if it was clean of blood... Oh, present this.
What?
Huh. This seems like a fairly large oversight. I just went back to make sure of something. The state of the saw is currently in is how you found it at the crime scene.
That's correct.
That's strange, considering how much the victim bled out and how deep his wound was. Why was there no blood on the supposed murder weapon?
Huh. Is that all you have?
Huh?
Naturally, the prosecution has an explanation for why the saw is clean. Behold, this cloth was found in the defendant's other hand. As you can plainly see, it is stained with blood.
Oh, Jesus.
The defendant simply wiped the murder weapon in a futile attempt to hide her involvement.
Objection. If Malon was trying to hide her involvement, why didn't she just leave the crime scene?
Bah! Obviously, she was trying to hide the body before the royal visitation arrived at the ranch. Unfortunately for her, it just so happened that the delegation arrived quite a bit earlier than scheduled. In a panic, she quickly wiped the saw off and pretended to faint, to make it look like she just stumbled upon the scene.
Yeah.
Young lady, things are not looking very good for you right now. The court accepts the bloodied cloth into evidence. This has to be done during fucking discovery. What? You can't just bring fucking evidence like midway through the fucking cross-examination. Are there no rules in this courtroom?
So, what's the story with this cloth?
Oh, that's my cum rag. Well, as I doing the final check around the ranch, I noticed that part of the fence around the horse paddock was damaged. Not entirely sure when that happened, but sometimes one of the horses just gets a little bit too rowdy, so I just, kind of jerked it off.
Right. Anyway, I didn't want to bother Mr. Ingo about it, so I tried to cut up a new rail by myself to patch it up. But then the saw slipped. I cut my hand open.
Oh, goodness. Are you okay?
Well, it wasn't that bad. It did bleed quite a lot, though, so I used that cloth to quickly bandage the wound. I was actually going into the ranch house to ask Father to help me with the fence.
Huh. A lengthy story. And impossible to verify now, of course. The Sheikah Force had to use a fairy on the defendant to get her out of her supposed unconsciousness. I do have to give her some credit. She is one cunning woman. She knew that would explain a sudden lack of any wound on her.
Ho ho, well, yes, fairies are wonderful. Just the other day I slammed my hand into my cock, and a gavel, and one took the pain off immediately.
Great. Glad to know they're used for such important things. But, dang it, too bad there's no way to tell whose blood is on the cloth. We just gotta cut everybody and compare it.
I do believe this matter is settled. I am ready to call my next witness.
Papelia! Papelia, how you doing, girl? Hi. We're just playing Ocarina of Time. Nothing weird here. It's just a nice game of Ocarina of Time. Yeah. So please enjoy.
I do believe this matter has been settled. I am ready to call my next witness.
Uh-oh. Is that all I can get out of her?
You've served your purpose, Sheikah. Be gone!
Be gone, woman.
Fine, but you'd best treat Her Highness with respect, or I'll see to it that you spend the night in the dungeons.
Which dungeon? The fire temple? The ice cavern? Fedora Impa? Oh, yeah.
Do not presume to threaten me, Sheikah. A night of darkness and solitude would be nothing but comfort for me. Is that so? Then perhaps we should fill the dungeons with lit candles for the occasion.
They're glaring daggers at each other. If this doesn't end soon, we're all in trouble.
Order, order. I'm sure we'll treat the princess with utmost respect. You may step down, detective.
This case has already made me weary with all the pointless jabber. The time is right to deal the final blow. I call Her Highness Princess Zelda of Hyrule to the stand.
That haircut, though.
Is something the matter? Why is everyone quiet all of a sudden?
Ah, Your Highness.
I believe we're all just a bit uncertain on how to proceed. It is quite the honor to have such an esteemed guest in these halls.
Bah! In the face of the law, the princess is no different from a peasant. Name and occupation, now!
The prosecution will behave. Sorry, that's Impa.
The prosecution will behave. I will not have any derogatory statements directed at the princess. Derogatory? I simply wish not to waste any more time. We must employ proper procedure.
Oh, man.
It is all right, detective. I believe the prosecution does have a point. In the eyes of the law, we are all equals. On this stand, I am just another witness. I should not be getting any special treatment.
Very admirable, Your Highness. We can all rest easy knowing that Hyrule is destined to have such a wise monarch in its future.
This voice for Ganondorf is too fucking easy. Like, this one fits the best.
Yes, indeed. I eagerly await the day when our next ruler takes the throne.
He's such a simp.
Takes the throne and reshapes the kingdom in their image.
Ugh.
You flatter me, prosecutor. Now then, I believe I was asked for my name and occupation. I am Zelda, current princess of Hyrule and heir apparent to the throne. Marvelous, Your Highness. Before we begin, I would just like to know, why were you at Lon Lon Ranch to witness this terrible incident? It is simple, really. Lon Lon Ranch is Hyrule Castletown's biggest food supplier. Not only that, but the ranch also equips Hyrule's royal guard with the finest of horses. Every year, the royal family makes a visit as a gesture of goodwill and to ensure the quality of the steeds.
Wow.
Oh, wait, shit. Fuck.
Wow, I didn't know your horses were used by the royal guard.
Yep. We work hard every day to make sure they're in the best possible condition. Father loved to boast about it to the other ranch owners.
Ha. Knowing talent, I'm sure he did.
How unfortunate that the ranch may no longer meet the Crown's high standards under new management. The royal family has backup, I trust?
Thanks, Boofs. What?
We are looking for one. Naturally, these standards are quite high. Yes, of course. Now then, please describe what you saw on the day of the incident. Very well. Here I go.
The scene behind the door. I arrived at Lon Lon Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by my loyal guards. I remember being surprised at how quiet everything was. There was nobody there to welcome us. I could sense that something was wrong. I opened the door to the ranch house and went inside. Zelda model does look really cute. The room was mostly empty. I just realized that her hair isn't just like a bang across. It's like split and then the crown thing. The tiara. There was a table with some kind of crystal bottle on top of it. But in front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. The defendant hacked at the ranch owner's chest with the saw she was holding. I was overcome with fear and I screamed. I'll never forget what I saw that day. I heard that Talon and his daughter were incredibly kind. I cannot believe she would commit such a horrible violence.
What? Otacon!
Oh my, you saw the very moment the victim was killed?
There you go. Decisive testimony. As there is no need to doubt the princess's statement, I call for the judge to make a ruling right away. Hot!
Hey, now hold on. I didn't get to cross-examine the witness yet.
Yeah, it does seem like like Between Worlds.
You haven't, fool, because there is no need. Did you not hear one word of what I said? Hot!
Didn't you just say we should follow all the procedures and treat the princess like any other witness? This is the defense's right.
You complete?
I believe the defense has a point. They do have every right to perform a cross-examination no matter who is testifying. I was quite looking forward to this part myself. I have only ever read about court proceedings in the Royal Library. That being said, I will not tolerate any reckless accusations toward the princess. Is that clear?
Naturally, Your Honor. How am I going to cross-examine the princess? This isn't going to end well.
What's gone into the prosecutor? That seemed like a rather intense outburst.
Well, I do have my guess.
Oh?
Because of the princess's status, it's possible that Dragmire didn't have an opportunity to discuss her testimony with her. That might mean that this testimony is a surprise even to him. This could be my chance.
Before we begin, there is just one thing that caught my attention. I believe the princess mentioned seeing some kind of glass bottle at the crime scene.
That would be this, I presume.
It's just like the game. You're just fucking presenting all this evidence after discovery. Can't fucking do that.
Why, yes, that is exactly it.
What is that?
Oh, this is the bottle of perfume that Father intended to gift to her Highness when she arrived. You quickly rode out of town to get it at the last moment. We didn't know that the princess was coming instead of the king until only about 2 hours before the visitation.
Oh, how thoughtful. He really did not need to bother himself so.
As fascinating as this all is, the prosecution did fucking put the perfume in. The prosecution doesn't believe it's relevant to the case.
I know. Ganondorf's got his fingerprints all over the... Well, I mean, I guess we're there's no fingerprint, what do you call it? Evidence in Hyrule, I'm sure. There's no fingerprint evidence. Boof's perfume. No, Ganondorf, do not boof the perfume.
It's good to have a full picture of the crime scene. The defense requests the bottle be accepted in evidence.
Yes, please.
Bah! Desperate to latch onto every little thing, are you? Whatever. You can add it to the evidence if it'll make you happy. No skin off my teeth.
In that case, the court accepts this bottle into evidence. Now then, defense, begin your cross-examination.
Oh! Cross-examination.
The scene behind the door.
I arrived at Long Lawn Ranch a little after 8 a.m., accompanied by the... 8 a.m.? Oh boy, 8 a.m.!
If these guards were a high witness, why were they not called as witnesses?
We did question the guards, naturally. Apparently, they didn't get to see anything relevant.
I was the only one to enter the crime scene. After seeing what was inside, I stood guard and insisted that no one be allowed inside until the Sheikah force arrived. I have read that preserving the scene is vital.
Quite correct.
I'm sure the guards were absolutely thrilled with this order.
Please proceed, witness.
I remember being surprised at how quiet everything was. There was no... I'm sure it's going to be like, there's evidence that she did not witness the crime happening. The room was mostly empty. There was a table with some kind of crystal. In front of the table, a terrifying scene was unveiling. So this... I mean, we also saw the cutscene, so we know that that didn't happen. So I guess maybe it's kind of weird. So I'm going to press that.
You were there at the exact time of the murder, Your Highness? That is correct.
That's impossible. You're lying.
The defendant will curb her outbursts. You're addressing royalty.
This is really bad. What now?
Ask about the crime scene. Ask about what was outside. Accuse Zelda of the crime. Ooh. No. We should ask what about the crime scene.
Where were the victim and the defendant at this time? The ranch owner was in front of a little table that was directly across from the entrance door. The defendant was right in front of him and quickly fainted after her attack.
Ugh, I'm gonna fucking barf.
A large pool of blood started forming where the victim was. I had a rather good view of that whole scene. Right.
It is as unfortunate as it is fortunate that you could see the whole thing in such detail. Now, please continue.
Should I ask something else? Accuse Zelda of the crime!
Well, if you were there alone, how can we know you didn't do it? Accusing the princess? Pathetic! The defense is truly grasping at straws. You fool. You think a child could overpower a grown adult? Does hard manual labor every day? And besides, why would the princess even want to take out the life of a measly ranch owner? And not just any ranch owner, one that the crown had a most successful business relationship with. Idiotic. Simply idiotic.
Well, maybe the crown wanted the ranch for themselves.
Has the defense lost their mind? Cease this line of questioning immediately.
Perhaps a penalty will disabuse the defense from further unsubstantiated accusations?
Fuck. No, it's fine.
No, then perhaps the defense wants to bid farewell to their head. I hear traitors are dealt with swiftly these days.
I said my most sincere apologies. I don't know what came over me. It was my Twitch chat. My Twitch chat came over me.
Nonetheless, I believe a penalty is still very much warranted.
Well, that was a stupid thing to say. There is definitely something off about her statement, though.
Let's ask about what was outside.
Are you sure there wasn't anyone else at the ranch, Your Highness?
No, the place looked empty. Although I did later see a worker pull up a loaded wagon when a courier came asking about milk shipments. He caused a little bit of a scene when the Sheikah force started inspecting it. The worker must have been somewhere else on the ranch, I suppose.
The ranch is pretty large. Said worker was inside a building on the other side. It's quite understandable she wouldn't have seen him until later.
Drat, that really doesn't give me a whole lot to work with. Should I ask something else?
What do you guys think? Let's take a look at the court record. Attorney's badge. Pictograph. Accuser again, no balls. I mean, we're running out of hearts. But yeah, I guess we have no balls. Deep, irregular wound, supposed murder weapon, list of equipment on the ranch, some orders of milk that left the ranch a little while after the crime. I don't know. Wouldn't nope go back to the rest of the text? Yeah. If she screamed, then somebody should have heard it.
Are you sure you got a good look then, Your Highness? You didn't look away in panic?
The princess was very brave to take control of the situation the way she did. There is no need to doubt what she saw.
Yeah. I suppose what she did was admirable.
If only we had arrived earlier.
Your Highness, don't blame yourself for this. If you'd arrived earlier, you could have been the one that got attacked.
Huh. So you would have lashed out at anyone trying to stop you, hmm? Despicable!
It's not what she meant, and you know it. Princess, please go on.
Very well. Like, the time is the key thing? You think so? Let's see. So, did she say what time she got there? Okay, right. Okay, so she arrived at 8 a.m., a little after 8 a.m., and then the autopsy report says the victim died no later than 8 a.m. So that's what we present. Megaro, thank you so much for the raid. We're playing a totally normal game of Ocarina of Time right now.
Your Honor, Your Highness, I believe I found something that doesn't quite match up with the facts.
How dare you?
You will let the defense speak, prosecutor. Speak.
I think I see why I so desperately wanted to prevent this cross-examination now. Your Highness, you stated that you arrived at the ranch shortly after 8 a.m., correct?
Yes, the visit was scheduled for 8:30 exactly, but we are quite a bit early.
I see. That makes something you mentioned quite impossible. As stated by the autopsy report, the victim died before 8 a.m.
Oh!
You couldn't have seen the defendant attack the ranch owner when you arrived. Because the victim was already dead by then.
Order.
Yes, you really caught her in a lie. Yeah, why you fucking lying?
Your Highness, what is the meaning of this? Well, I wholeheartedly respect and serve the crown. Will nonetheless not tolerate any lies in my court.
I have not lied. I suppose I did not see the exact moment it happened. I guess I just really wanted to sound cool.
Princess, this is a matter of life and death. I definitely saw the defendant there, though, along with the body. There was no one else that could have done it.
I remember all of the other details correctly.
The body's on the floor. They let the bodies hit the floor. They let the bodies hit the floor! The pool of blood. You have to believe me.
Perhaps it'll be best if Her Highness just shuts the fuck up and revises her testimony.
I can only count for... that's not good. There's still not enough doubt to overturn this testimony. I'll have to find something else or this case will be over.
Let the talon hit the floor. Let the talon hit the floor. Alright, what I actually saw.
I'm sorry for embellishing the truth a little bit. I was hoping to get laid from this court. I did not see the actual moment of the attack, but it had to have happened shortly before I went into the ranch house. Miss Malin and her father were the only ones at the scene of the crime, so she must be the culprit. Well, that sounds kind of fucking dumb. I see. You only saw the aftermath of the scene, not the actual crime being committed.
Can we arrest her for contempt of the court? Literally being caught in a lie? Is there no fucking... I swear to speak the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me fucking Triforce or some shit?
I see. The bitch fucking lied. Hopefully there are no issues in your testimony this time. Otherwise, I will be forced to put you in fucking, well, you're a princess, so I guess time out.
Ace Attorney of Court, shit silly. I know, I'm just mad.
Defense, it's time for your cross-examination.
She's a I know, what are you gonna do? She's a princess.
Naturally, Your Honor. Dragmire still looks pretty angry. But he didn't expect such a blatant blowjob under his desk. Contradiction to pop up. If I could just find another one like that, the princess' testimony could be completely untrustworthy in the eyes of the judge.
All right. What I actually saw. I would like to present the saw. Sorry for embellishing the truth. Yeah, how fucking dare you? Fuck you.
Why did you do that, Your Highness? There's a life on the line here. I really am sorry.
I suppose I got a bit too excited about being a witness in an actual murder trial.
Really now? Most people hate testifying.
Yes, well, the life of a princess is rather boring, you know. Having such a deep voice. This is quite the break from routine for me.
Should just get a hobby then.
Did not see the actual moment of the attack. But it had to have happened shortly before I went into the ranch house. Miss Malin and her father were the only ones at the scene of the crime. But that's not true, because didn't she have royal guards? Or Milk? Milk? Come? Usually... Oh, what, the pictograph? Maybe? No. Alright, I guess I'll try the... It's, this. You're rude and wrong, it turns out. Fuck. The defense will abstain from belligerent failures.
I'll have to rethink this.
Let me press it.
Are you sure Malin was the only person there other than the victim? What I recall, there's an upstairs room in the ranch house. What if someone was hiding there?
Don't be stupid, defense. If someone was hiding up there, the Sheikah force would have found them.
They stood guard at the door the entire time. No one could have left.
What if they jumped out a window?
Do not be ridiculous. Those windows are very high up.
Actually, those windows can't even be opened. I'd have to break one to leave. Right. Well, this is a little more plausible than the last testimony she gave. Yes, I suppose it matches the detective's account, doesn't it? Still, I feel like something here sticks out like a sore thumb.
My other idea was the milk shipments. I can look at the inventory is going to be important. Date 15th. Ingo. Ingo, this dick! I had to say it. I don't want to... Fuck it. Fuck. Oh, let's see what it is you're waving. It's my milk. Defense will abstain. Oh my god. Alright. Would it be Malon's bloody cum rag? Oh, whoa, there's a consult. The cum rag for this one? Found clutched by Malon at the crime scene. Supposedly she wiped the saw clean with this. I don't know. Okay, yeah. Well, I see. Like, I feel like I wouldn't press on this because this is like a. This is. I mean, it's just kind of like a. I mean, I guess it happened shortly before I went into the ranch. I mean, I can't argue with that. But maybe shortly.
How can you be so sure of that, Princess?
Well, when I entered the ranch house, the victim still had the murder weapon embedded into his body. Ooh, that's not true.
What?
It is obvious what that means, is it not? The killer did not even have enough time to try and hide the weapon. Yes, I might not have seen the murder firsthand, but I must have been very close to doing so. Oh my, this seems like a very important detail. I think it would be advisable for Her Highness to amend her testimony. Oh my god. Certainly. She's so fucking... She's like so happy to do so.
Interesting. Jagmeyer certainly doesn't look very happy about this development, does he? Thinking about it, I might just know why.
Yeah, because the murder weapon was not fucking stuck. Found in Malon's hands.
I believe I found another reason to doubt the witness's words. It seems the prosecution sees what I'm getting at here.
Yeah, it looks like he's gonna cough up green blood. It does.
There was a bloody cloth discovered at the scene of the crime. The prosecution has argued before that it was used to wipe the saw clean. If the princess saw the saw lodged in Talon's body and the crime scene was left intact, then it couldn't have been wiped! It couldn't have been moved! Well, Prosecutor Dragmeyer, care to explain?
This is most perplexing, Your Highness. Are you sure that's what you
Well,
Maybe the princess decided to pull this out in a valiant yet futile attempt to save the victim.
And then wipe the blade clean.
That would be almost like framing the defendant. Of course I did no such thing. I made sure the crime scene stayed intact. I guess I must have made up the memory about the saw sticking out of Mr. Talon as well. So get the fuck out of here! Fuck you, Zelda! Can't believe I'm getting this tattoo removed. She's a fucking liar.
You idiotic girl! Do you even realize what you've done through your bumbling?
I am sorry. I was just so excited to stand as a witness in court, just this once. Whenever I tried telling my father about anything, he always seemed so disinterested. Just this once, I wanted to feel listened to. The defendant, it is clear that she did it. I just wanted to play a larger part in her capture. I'm sorry for the trouble I've caused you all.
Drama.
Your Highness, the court is no place for silly games. As it stands, I'm afraid we will have to strike your statements from the court record completely.
Yes, I did it. The prosecution lost their key witness.
Yeah, dunked on nerd. No, please wait. I have more to say. I was wrong about the crime scene, but I still have not testified about what I saw afterwards.
Why would we care about that? It's best that you leave and stop damaging my case with your idiocy.
Even if you are not interested in my words, you might be interested in the evidence I found.
What?
Huh?
Evidence? Of course. While the Sheikah force investigated inside the ranch house, I looked around the rest of the ranch on my own.
Sheikah? Did you know about this? Of course I did.
You did. Question mark. Yo, Anju's up there. She brought her cocks.
I'll have your head for this.
Yeah, I know. After that, after we've determined that this fucking testimony is absolute bullshit, we're just gonna take her fucking evidence. What is the meaning of this, detective? Why have you withheld this from the court?
It's quite simple. The princess specifically requested to present her finding on her own. What? And you agreed to this? This court is not some playground where children decide when evidence should be presented just because they have a crown.
He's being rude about it, but can't help but agree with Dragmire on this one.
Yeah, it is classic Ace Attorney.
Also, I don't really buy the story. There's no way Impa would have allowed this.
Believe me, she wasn't thrilled with the request either. However, seeing the evidence in question, I didn't think it would be all that important to the case. Just I let the princess have her fun.
This is highly, highly irregular. I'm not sure how to feel about this, prosecutor.
Naturally, I object to this nonsense. If the detective thinks it's relevant, then this is probably just a waste of time. All the evidence points to the defendant. It's still clear she did it even without a witness at the scene.
I see. Defense.
What do we do? We object to presenting the evidence, then Dragmire loses a key witness. Plus, whatever the princess presents could be bad for our case, too.
So we should agree with the prosecution?
Well, on the other hand, we don't really have much to go on. This could be our only lead left.
Well, don't keep us waiting. Surely, you won't throw away all the progress you've made thus far.
What do I do?
We request the evidence.
Really hope this is the right choice. The defense requests that the evidence be presented.
What?
Well, I agree to the situation is irregular. We should examine all evidence available. It'd be silly to dismiss it as irrelevant without even seeing what it is.
I do believe you have a point, defense. However, I must warn you. In order to admit this piece of evidence in the court record, the princess's statement that she found it must be admitted as testimony, along with everything else she might say.
Yes, Your Honor. I'm well aware. The defense wishes to give the princess just one more chance.
Of all the idiotic, foolish...
Order. Very well, then. Your Highness, please testify once more about the new piece of evidence you found during your own investigation. Thank you. I will not let you down this time, I promise.
The princess should understand the gravity of the situation at hand now. I just hope the new evidence isn't damaging to our case.
Oh boy!
My findings.
I wish to express my most heartfelt apologies for my mistakes in the earlier testimony. I thought that was going to be fucking We Are Number One. Upon entering the ranch house, I saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim who was bleeding out. I stood guard at the entrance of the ranch until the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Once the Sheikah started investigating the crime scene, I decided to take a look around the ranch. While I was walking near the cellar, I noticed a strong odor in the air. I had to stop to see where it was coming from. I followed the scent and found a burned-out fire nearby, and a small, nearly empty bottle of lamp oil. Ooh. I, of course, took the bottle straight to the head detective. What's up, Meatball? Already made rips to this mod? Oh, God. Yeah, okay. The oil bottle. So used for the lights, I'm guessing. Alright, chuck it in. Is something wrong? Yeah, you present... Oh, no. This might actually be completely irrelevant. Yes, well...
Of course there is, foolish girl. Your great finding is some random fire on a ranch. Please. What next? Are you going to declare every rake in the premises suspicious?
Well, the prosecution will calm down. This is bad.
Your Honor. Despite the fact that this evidence might not seem to add anything at the moment, the defense still asserts its right to a cross-examination. Some straws have been grasped.
Why must you insist on this charade, defense?
Every time I come here, the speedrun changes, so yeah, it's pretty crazy now, huh?
The princess has merely recounted the same view of the crime scene as the head detective. You haven't been able to find any contradictions in her statements.
Believe there might be a way to tie the princess's new evidence to the case.
Ridiculous!
Regardless of what the prosecution thinks, the defense does have a right to a cross-examination. The court admits the oil bottle into evidence. I'm getting tired. Might have to wrap this up in a second. I just really hope this isn't a complete waste of time, defense, for both your own sake and your clients. I wish to express my most heartfelt apologies. Yeah, it autosave has at every scene change, yeah. Will you continue this another time? I should do this on Sunday. My most heartfelt apologies for my mistakes in the earlier testimony. But to the ranch in front of the victim who was bleeding out. Stood guard at the entrance of the ranch until the Sheikah force arrived.
I take a look around the ranch. Walking near the silo, I noticed a strong odor in the air. I had to stop. Followed the scent and found a burned out fire nearby and a small, nearly empty bottle of wine. I want to know more about this. So this implies that there's somebody else there? Bottle straight to the head detective. But yeah, but did you? Wouldn't it be in the fucking, wouldn't it be, if it was brought to the head detective, wouldn't that be put in evidence? Right, and she allowed you to present it? Well, I was the one to find it, and since I was going to the trial anyway. Utter ridiculousness. Yes, please make this the last time you do something like this, Your Highness. Proper procedures exist for a reason. Yes, I understand. Do you have any idea why there would be a fire at the ranch that day? Oh, sorry. That was supposed to be Link. Oh, no, it was pretty odd. It sounds like it's definitely something worth looking into. It'll be hard to link it to the crime in any way. Situations like this, getting as much info as possible is my best bet. A fire, huh?
Now, let me remind you, Defense, that there's any number of reasons why a fire could have been there. You could still feel the cold grasp of death early in the morn.
Princess, how long would you estimate the fire had been out before you found it?
All right. There was still some smoke rising out of the ashes, so it must have been put out recently.
So around the time of the crime.
So someone prepared their breakfast there. I repeat, this fire is irrelevant.
I think he's realized the same thing I did. Well, who was it? Who could have lit that fire anyway?
It would have to been the ranch worker who was putting the milk shipments together at the time. It's almost certainly him. If you really want to ask about this little barbecue, you might just get your wish soon.
Doesn't sound like it was very appetizing. Without anything concrete to pin on him, he'll just be able to brush it off.
So I guess I probably want to press and then open up one of these into a new testimony that I can fuck with. Walking near the silo, I noticed a strong odor in the air. Let's do that one. What was the smell like? Oh, it was awful. Terrible stench.
Bah, surely you don't mean to say that you found the smell of horse manure suspicious.
Do not be ridiculous. The smell was not coming from the horses. That's it? Okay. This is... You didn't just go home? The royal visitation was supposed to last a lot longer. Father was not expecting us back at the castle until much later. I came to the ranch to examine the horses, so I supposed I could at least do that in the meantime.
How long did it take the Sheikah to arrive at the scene?
It does not take very long to make a trip from Hyrule Castle Town to Lon Lon Ranch. I cannot imagine it was more than 20 minutes.
That is pretty fast. Though I imagine the fact that the princess was involved helped speed it up.
Slowpokes. I would have been there half the time, running backwards even.
I fucking knew it.
I suppose it's no surprise, though. Hylian horses are naturally inferior to our fine Gerudo steeds.
The Gerudo buy horses from the... Just don't bother. He's trying to rile you up.
I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Did anything happen during that time?
No, not that I recall. The guards would occasionally protest and asked me to let them take over, but I held my stand. Wait, so you were there and then I'm so fucking confused. Yeah, the lamp stuff is in court record. Well, commendable in theory, saying that.
What if she woke up and lashed out at you?
Sweet, highly up above. That thought did not occur to me.
Bah, of course not. Foolish girl. Women, am I right?
But the guards did stand close by. I would have been safe.
Wonderful to see how much faith our princess has in our royal guard.
The guards were forced to stand outside. Zelda didn't let them inside. Right. But then Zelda waited for them? I don't understand that part. So Zelda went in by herself, told the guards not to come in with her, and then waited for the guards to just walk in? Waited for the Sheikah force to... Oh, gotcha. Okay. Upon entering the ranch house, I saw the defendant passed out in front of the victim, who was bleeding out. I wish to express my... I guarantee she does not. She's not apologetic. Yes, I have played Ace Attorney. The whole thing with this game is like me trying to figure out what the game wants me to fucking look into, and then do that. For the ones investigating. Gotcha. Okay, so Sheikah forced her investigating the murder, and then her personal guards, the ones. So like, okay. So guard at the entrance of the ranch house until the Sheikah force arrived. Started investigating the crime scene. So I had to take a look around the ranch. I was walking near the silo. Noticed a strong odor in the air. Well, the sun found it burned out. Okay, so it took it straight to the... Seems like the hint is just to press on everything. Was there anything else in the room? Only the beautiful little crystal bottle I mentioned before. The house was rather barren. Most of our things were on the top floor since the downstairs room is mostly used for ranch business these days. And the occasional game. Ah, of course. Dad's famous cucko game. Where Dad sits and watches his wife get fucked. The good old days.
Is the defense done reminiscing?
Cock grabbing, yeah.
There will be plenty of time to do that when the defendant is behind bars.
I was just trying to distract myself from the fact that there's nothing to latch onto here.
Alright, and then the last one is the first one. If this is the one that I really needed to... What?
There's no need to press the princess on her apology. You already wasted the chance to throw out her testimony.
Yes, defense. Please get to the point.
Yikes.
Defense, I believe that is enough. And it doesn't seem like you're getting any closer to finding the connection between this fire and the crime at all.
No, I suppose not, Your Honor.
Naturally, I've said this was a waste of time from the beginning.
In that case, this cross-examination is over. Thank you for your time, Your Highness. I assume you have no more revelations to share with us. No, I do not. I really thought the fire would be important.
Leave my sight, woman. Enough. Your Highness, if you allow me to escort you back to the castle.
Very well.
Now that the princess's little game is over, we should move this along. The prosecution's stance is still the same, of course. We maintain that the evidence on its own is enough to convict the defendant.
I do believe I am nearly ready to hand down my verdict.
But, Your Honor, there's nothing that definitively shows that Malin committed the crime. This is all circumstantial. There's no way she could kill her own father.
Oh, that is an excellent point, defense. The prosecution is yet to elaborate on the defendant's motive. Patricide is not something a person commits lightly.
Bah! I did briefly touch on the subject during my opening statement. But naturally, the prosecution is fully prepared to elaborate on the matter. I would like to call in my third witness.
That has to be the ranch worker.
Before calling him in, though, the prosecution requests a brief recess to prepare.
I thought you said you were already prepared. Maybe he wants to double-check that his new witness won't pull anything weird like the princess did.
Very well. I do believe a break would benefit us all. The court will reconvene after a 15-minute recess. Court is adjourned. See if we... March 17th, 11:17 a.m. Hyrule Grand Court. Defendant lobby number 3. All right, so apparently this auto saves. Let's test that. Reset the game. Meow. Oh, okay. Continue. Does it continue right at that part? Wow. Fucking awesome. Shit that people can do in mods these days. One of the things that we did a lot during the tour was we played a lot of Iron Mario, because I brought my N64 with the EverDrive and my streaming setup so that we could put this shit like in like a hotel computer. Or a hotel computer. I'm really tired. A hotel TV. Because it has the upscaler on it. So that's the worst first level ever. One more. You sound tired? I am. I'm streaming for fucking 3.5 hours. That's what I realized. Hotels have lobby computers. I love Deltarune. I feel like hotels make it like way harder now. Are you? All right, fine. All right, it clearly wants me to stop. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. I'm back from tour, back from the fucking back from war. Thank you so much for coming back. I hope it was a fun stream. Did a little bit of extra stuff for you guys today. No, I will not get Vantage Cat because it's not in Iron Mario. It's just a fucking really hard level. I'm gonna go have some rest, and then I'll be back on Sunday. We'll do some more Ocarina of Time MST runs, and yeah, back from the store. That's right.
Una, do you want to say goodbye? She does. She jumped up onto my arm to say goodbye. But say bye to dog. Oh, Big Yacht, bye! Bye!
Thanks for checking out Hero Vlog. Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
All right. I will see you guys on Sunday. Have a nice 4th of July, bitches. Get some fucking freedom going and be safe, but definitely be free!